Hey, read through the word. Today is March 20th, and today's lesson is called Choose Life. This is okay. Let's set our stage of where we are right now. So here we are, at almost the very end of the book of Deuteronomy. You will go into. So Wendy will take the next few days, and she will take you out of Deuteronomy into the book of Joshua. So here we are ending the 5 books of Moses. So Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. So here we are. And for those of you who were not, and it might have been one of my old lessons that ended up being the archive lessons, an encore, or a rerun, or one of my lessons. But last year, so in 2021, if you have the dashboard, I did it's called Remember. The lesson is called, I do not know the date. It would be around the very beginning of the book of Deuteronomy. And the lesson would have been called Remember, where I went hard with the idea of that's the theme of the book of Deuteronomy. It's a series of 5 sermons given by Moses right before he, spoiler, dies. And so because he can't enter into the promised land either. Covered that back in Numbers. He cannot go in. And so he's going to die. They are right here getting ready to go into the land. And so the book, remember all of those people? We talked about that before. All those people dropped dead. Remember? And so now we have another generation getting ready to go into the promised land. And so Deuteronomy is remember, remember, remember. Remember, remember, remember. And so here we are at this. So he's reminding them of God's law. It's the second giving of the law. It is a reminder of what God has done for them. It's a reminder which many of the miracles that happened through that 40 years will be repeated for that generation to see some miraculous things as we go into the book of Joshua, because they didn't see them coming out of Egypt. So you'll see those. So we're right here as our story is about to really change and come from the children of Israel wandering in the desert until they're about to become a nation. And if I get that day, I'll make the point. I usually make a point to say, okay, here's the first time they're called a nation. It is in the book of Joshua. And so that's coming. And what we have here is Moses is telling the Israelites, you've not been left wondering about God, who this God is that we serve. You've not been left wondering about his expectations. Curses for disobedience, blessings for obedience. We have all of that covered here. As they stand ready to enter into the promised land, they need to remember. Now, over my years of teaching, and I think I did this at Determines last year, but I have this explanation of the story of the Bible, of the meta-narrative of what we're covering. And I usually say it like this, and this is what they need to remember. That man is sinful. God's given them all of these laws to show them, just to show them, you can't do this. You need me. You're not capable of doing this. So man is sinful, but God is holy. So there stands a problem. Sinful man to be around a holy God. So therefore, man has a problem. But you know what? We have a good God. God has a solution. God has a rescue plan for his people. And that's the story of the Bible. God has a rescue plan. So what Moses is telling these people is, you have no excuse. You stand here, you know who God is. You know how he works. You know what it is to be his people. You know what it is to receive the blessing from him. He's provided for you. He's taken care of you. He's done all of these things, and here stands before you a choice. There's a choice to be made. And He's saying, you know the right one to make. Are you going to make it? Are you going to do it? Because what we see is God is the strength of his people. God is the joy of his people. He's their everything. And right here we see the key to absolutely everything that Moses is telling them. I stand before you with this option. You have no excuse. You have two choices before you. And he's really saying, you don't have, really, why would you choose any other way? Why would you choose any other way? God is the life of his people, then and now. God is the life of his people. God is the strength of his people now. God is the joy of his people now. The same choice that stands before them then stands before us now. You have death, the way of self, the way of the world, or you have life. God and his ways. Moses is saying, you know which choice to make. Why would you choose any other way? Choose life. Choose God. Go his way. Don't go your own. And he offers us that choice now. Why would we ever go our own way? We have a book before us that gives us a record of people that continually choose the wrong way. And these people are going to choose the wrong way. Why would we ever make that choice? Because we're going to see Joshua make this same statement again later. And it is the moment they've been building for, basically all through Scripture to this point, is that God has chosen a people for a place, for a purpose, and they're about to go in. Are they going to choose him? Are they going to? Please, don't you want to just say, come on, people, make the right choice. Make the right choice. Choose God. Choose life. Choose him. He's better than everything. He alone is worthy. Blessing and honor and power and glory belong to our God. Choose him for now and forever. We'll see you next time on Read Through the Word.